Looking for a little heat in your grow room? Then you need to check out the new tent heaters I just got from AC Infinity, the Thermoforge T3. The Thermoforge T3 comes with smart programming if you're using their fans, precision control, different levels you could set it to. There is a corded sensor, so that's gonna be your temperature monitor, and also hose, so you can target where that heat is going, direct your airflow. But let's open it up and see what it really looks like. Now it is winter in the Pacific Northwest, not as cold. Ever since I switched to LED lights years ago, I have a hard time keeping my tent hot enough to promote the proper VPD, uptake, all of that jazz. So that's why I'm stoked to get this. Inside it's got the UIS connector, so if you're using their system, their smart controllers, you can get everything connected if you'd like. It's got the temperature probe, cord wraps, some Velcro cord connectors, and all right, this is our hose where we're gonna direct stuff. That's a fun sound. I'll never get tired of that. But let's take the machine out and see what it looks like. Oh, a couple more things here in the box. Got how it all works and hooks up, connects to things. Booyah. And of course, the manual for those who want to read how this works. Cue the hot and sexy music. There we go. A quick tour of this unit. This is obviously the readout screen. You got your power buttons, your adjustment buttons, and a setting button there. We'll get into the screen in a minute, but you got your hose here where the heat's gonna come out. Now, this is actually pretty small. This will fit in a tent in the corner, in between some plants, all depends. But if you wanna keep this outside of the tent, that's where this extender hose comes in handy. You just take this off, take your extender hose, boom, and then run it into the tent. So that's handy. I haven't figured out yet if I'm gonna keep it in or out of the tent, but I have the option. And if I flip this thing around to the back, you got your kind of air intake here. Now, if you ever wanna clean that, you just pull it off. There you go. There's also a little bit of a filter there, as you can see. I'll just put this back on, snap it into place, and clever, your cord is hiding down here, nice and discreetly. So let's plug it in and get that screen fired up. Before I go and plug this in, I'm going to plug in my probe here, the one that's the temperature sensor. I'm sure there's a more official name for it, but that's what I'm going to plug in. On the back here by this grate, you'll see your UIS connector if you're connecting to the AC Infinity system. But to connect your temperature probe, you just plug it into there, and then you plug the machine in. Now this awesome and easy to read LCD screen gives you some really useful information. There's a lot here, but most importantly, you got your temperature, you got your humidity, but I also like this. It has your VPD here in the kilopascal units, so super handy. Now there's a lot of cool, really programming that you can do. Again, I will probably set mine to the minimum threshold. Anytime it goes below a certain temperature, it's gonna kick this thing on to a level that I set. But just to get this thing going, you have your off here. This is your kind of menu. Tap it once, whoop, goes to on. And then if you keep tapping it, it will run through the cycle. But now that it's on, I just have to make sure to set the speed. Right now it's on 0. Simply push that, goes up to 1. The heater kind of kicks on. Not terribly loud for 1, but yeah, just keep ramping it up, turn it up. And I actually am starting to feel the heat already. Overall, out of the box, I'm pretty impressed with this AC Infinity Thermoforge T3 tent heater, which I absolutely need because again, too cold, it affects your nutrient uptake. You guys got to keep the right heat, the right humidity. That equals your VPD. This thing tracks and monitors it all for you. So hit me up at the end of winter. We'll see how these did. But for now, I'm impressed, and I'm Chad Westport. ChadWestport.com is the website. Check it out. That's where you can find all my gear. Chad.Westport on Instagram, and right here, the Chad Westport YouTube channel. So, until the next time, everybody, remember to party on.